In this video, we'll balance the equation where we have benzoic acid, C6H5COOH. We're adding oxygen. It's a combustion reaction, so we get carbon dioxide and water. You might also be given a different formula for benzoic acid. We write it this way because this COOH here, that's what makes it the carboxylic acid. This is what makes benzoic acid an acid. Sometimes you'll see it written like this. Either way, when you balance the equation, you'll end up with the same coefficients. So I'll work with this benzoic acid with the COOH here because it's a little more challenging initially. So we'll count the atoms up on both sides of the equation. We have this carbon here. We have 6 of these plus that one there. So that's 7 carbons. Hydrogens, we have 5 of those plus the one right here. That gives us 6. Oxygens, we have 2, and then we have these 2 here. So we have 4 oxygens. So make sure you count things up initially correctly or it'll be very difficult to balance. On the product side, we have 1 carbon, 2 hydrogens, 2 oxygens, plus another oxygen here. That gives us 3 oxygens. Looks like probably the best thing to do is leave the oxygens to last with combustion reactions. Let's work with the carbons right here. We have 7 and only 1 here. Let's just put a 7 in front of the CO2. 1 times 7. That'll give us 7 carbons. Those are balanced. Then we need to update our oxygen atom. So now we have 2 times 7. That's 14 plus 1. We have 15 oxygen atoms. Let's do the hydrogens next because we can just put a coefficient of 3 in front of the H2O. 2 times 3. That gives us 6. The hydrogens are balanced and we need to update the oxygens again. So we have our 2 times 7, 14, plus this 1 times 3 here. So now we have 17 oxygens. So this first part, the carbons and hydrogen, pretty easy. Oxygens, that's a little more challenging. So let's think of it this way. I have 2 oxygens here, plus something is going to give me 17. So that 2 plus something is going to give me 17 to balance these out here. 2 plus 15, that would give me the 17. So I could put a 7.5 in front of the O2 because 2 times 7.5, that gives me 15 plus these 2, that would give me 17 and we have the equation balanced. However, we don't normally like to have fractions here in our equations, so let's multiply everything by 2. So when I do that, I'll have 2 in front of here. 2 times 7.5, that's 15. 2 times 7, that's 14. And then 2 times 3 is 6. And now we have whole numbers and our equation is balanced. The key to doing this, leave the oxygens to last and then figure out what you need to do to this O2 right here to get the number, in this case 17, and then you can multiply if it's a fraction by 2 to get whole numbers. This is Dr. B with the somewhat challenging equation of benzoic acid plus oxygen gives us carbon dioxide and water in this combustion reaction. Thanks for watching.